Satire. What is it? I'm glad you asked. Well, satire is an artistic form in which individual or human vices, abuses, or shortcomings are criticized using certain characteristics or methods. We usually find satire in dramas and literature, but most times it pops up in modern media forms such as cartoons, film, and other visual arts. So, what's the purpose of satire? Well, we want to encourage the public to view human faults or morally unacceptable behaviors as humorous and ridiculous. We also want to encourage change in current issues or to discourage current public behaviors. So, the idea here with satire is that we take typically a current issue that's happening and we magnify it so that some sort of change can happen. And this current issue can be either positive or it can be negative. We have two types of satire. The first type is called Horatian satire. And basically, what Horatian satire does is it playfully criticizes vices with wit, exaggeration, gentle, and lighthearted humor. It also takes issues being criticized and they're viewed as like folly rather than evil to society, and they're meant to make us laugh. Think Saturday Night Live. If you've never seen a Saturday Night Live episode, go check it out. Horatian also is looking to make people laugh at themselves rather than looking for change to occur. So take SNL, for instance. They're not necessarily wanting us to make some significant change in the world. They just want us to laugh at current issues that are happening that are a little bit out of sorts, if you will. So think Family Guy. Great example also of Horatian satire. All right, then we have Juvenalian satire. So this has a little bit more of an abrasive tone. It typically criticizes social evils or corruption through scorn, outrage, or savage ridicule. So can you see the difference? Horatian is just kind of funny, lighthearted, no big deal. Juvenalian is a little bit more critical. It's a little bit more harsh, and it's got some savagery to it. More often, it is pessimistic. It uses sharp sarcasm because it's trying to criticize social issues. And it's typically generally related to political satires. So let's talk about SNL for a second. SNL is a little bit more Horatian, but at times it definitely takes a look at politics and makes fun of political situations. But usually it's in a very humorous way. It's not super sharp or biting like Juvenalian satire would be. Also, it focuses on morals rather than humor. So we're going to look at a satire called The Modest Proposal. This falls under Juvenalian because we're looking at the morals of a country, the morals of a situation, and we're pointing out what is wrong with it. So if you guys read 1984 with Miss Rab, then you're familiar with kind of this sense of Juvenalian because George Orwell also wrote Animal Farm, which pokes fun of, well, I take that back. It doesn't poke fun of, it brings up the current political climate and shows all of the holes and how ridiculous the current political climate is. And if something doesn't change, what could happen as a result. All right, so take a moment. Look at your notes. What is satire? Do you understand what it is? Do you understand what the purpose of satire is? Do you understand the two subcategories of satire? Do you understand what Horatian satire focuses on? And do you understand what Juvenalian satire focuses on? Take a quick second, look it over, make sure you get it.